Hi, Leo, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. This is for September 23rd through September 29th, 2019. I'm going to start by pulling a few dice here to see what's going on for you guys this week. Ooh, something is coming to an end, Leo, with the death dice right there. And now we have the King of Cups, so could involve a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And lastly, it's through some sort of message or communication here with the Knight of Swords. Now, whether this is something that you want to end or even potentially a new beginning with the Death card, you know, is going to be different for all of you because this is a general reading, okay? So, Leo, this week, either something is ending through a conversation or there is a new beginning to something that has ended previously, and it comes forth through a conversation of sorts. So let's pull some more cards to dig deeper into this and see what this is all about, all right? I don't really have any insight yet as to if this is like a positive or negative. Coming through, like with the King and the Knight there's definitely a finale to something here. All right, so we have the feminine, all right? So many of you, this has to do with a female, okay? Could be a friend, coworker, family member, ex-romance, you know, a number of different things to you guys, but this has to do with the female, Leo. So you're either having a conversation with this female about something, and through that it ends some old thoughts or old beliefs about something, and you're able to move forward in a much happier frame of mind. Or you are having a conversation with this female and you guys decide to just go your separate ways, or you are talking to this female once again. It's a reconnection, a new beginning, okay? A lot of emotions involved either way, regardless of who this is, with that King of Cups there. And also, you know, with this would be the dice that represents Scorpio, and then you have this King of Cups, so very strong water energy, especially as Scorpio for you guys, okay? And you know, the sun moves in to Scorpio at the end of October, so this could be, you know, something that is going to take place more around that time with the Death card coming out. However, Scorpio, I was about to call you Scorpio. However, Leo, I really feel this is taking place this week, 100%. That's what I'm looking at, okay? This could be something that stems from last October, maybe, or these talks, this negotiation, this conversation starts now this week and moves through to the end of October, something along those lines. But whatever is discussed or brought up or brought to light through this conversation with a feminine, a female, it like ends something, Leo. It doesn't have to mean it ends the friendship, the relationship, but it's ending something, or it's creating a new beginning where, you know, it had once been no longer, no more. So let's pull some more tarot cards here and dig deeper, because I'm telling you, wow, okay, Spirit's not giving me a whole lot about this, Leo, to be honest with you guys. It's just like, you know, there's a code. Some things just have to be experienced, and the meat and potatoes of this, I don't know, maybe Spirit is not interested in revealing. It's just what you need to know about this week, Leo, is there's important conversations to be had, especially with a feminine or about a feminine, okay? And so the card that jumped out was the Tower, so there's some shock to this conversation or whatever is being said. We have the Hierophant coming through now. The Six of Coins, the Three of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, well, Leo, so with the Hierophant here, that could definitely open this person up to also being a Taurus, all right? But this conversation, Leo, whatever you are discussing with another person, like there's divine in it, there's spirit in it. It's like what needs to be said is going to be said. And with the Three of Swords here and the Seven of Pentacles, Leo, there's some form of rejection taking place here. Whether you are rejecting somebody and what they have to say, or somebody is rejecting you and what you have to say. Now, because I have this duality going of, it could be something ending this week or something that has ended in the past, and now here we are having a conversation, a new beginning, a new start to something. All right. But there's just like this element of sadness and rejection, fear of rejection. Like, I don't know, Leo, some of you, it may be like you have this truth within your heart, within your soul, and you're about to speak it and you're about to share it, and you've held back because you've known like what you have to say might be shocking or very painful to another person, if they know like your heart, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're doing. And so you've really held back because you didn't want to hurt somebody else. Okay. And that's not to say like that what you're holding back is scandalous, because I don't see that whatsoever. Some of you, this could definitely be, Leo, the week where you have been holding back something, holding back information, and you're finally going to speak it because it's just like it's time. It has to be said. And it's a little bit shocking, and it may very much hurt another person, like the truth in your heart, okay? But with the Six of Pentacles here, Leo, I feel like, this doesn't have to be so dark as that, okay? If we're talking about a new beginning here, which I love that this card showed up so that we can also go to that space, because if this is a new beginning, and we're coming together and we're finally speaking to each other again after quite some time, what I see here through this Six of Pentacles is like a lot of healing coming into play, where you and this other person, there has been a lot of heartache and sadness that you've both held back. And this conversation has taken so long to finally unfold because there is a lot of fear of rejection or being able to speak truth, be vulnerable, all of those things. So, Leo, I don't feel like this is somebody coming to you and saying anything to you that's going to make you sad or break your heart. I don't feel that that's the case whatsoever. I feel it's like you may have some things that you have to say or to speak your truth may really hurt somebody else. There is no ill intent, sometimes, I'm trying to think how to explain this. Like, if somebody in your life, like you don't really resonate with who they are, what they do, just different things about them, and for a long time you've kept your mouth shut, and then finally this week it's like the same old story once again, and here they are complaining to you, saying to you the same story like that you always hear. And it might be, Leo, that the time has come and you're finally like, look, this happens to you because it's your own fault. You bring this upon yourself. Like, you are not enlightened. You make the same mistake over and over and over. And I can't just, I'm done. I don't want to hear this story anymore. Like, it's always the same with you. Like, make a change or shut up. Like, that type of energy where, you've really held back because you want to be a fair, nice, just person. But for whatever reason, it's like this week you can't. Like, you have to just say truly what you feel. It's not ill-intended, even if what you have to say could hurt somebody else's feelings. Or, some of you, this could be where you've been hiding something from somebody, like you're moving, or there's something you received, or, sometimes, Leo, just depending on your situation. And I don't see a baby here whatsoever, okay, but I'm just using this as an example where, say you have a friend who has really struggled with infertility, or a couple that's really struggled with that, and now here you are pregnant, you have known for a little while, and you've really kept it secret and haven't talked about it because you didn't want to hurt them or your friend, because that's something something they're struggling with, but now it's to the point where it's going to become obvious. So you have to say, look, I'm actually pregnant, and I haven't told you. Well, you don't have to go into why you haven't told anybody, but it could be something like that. I'm just giving examples, okay? I don't see no babies here, but I'm just giving examples. When I say what's being expressed is not ill-intended, it's been held back at the sake of the preservation of somebody else's feelings. And for whatever reason this week, Leo, it's like you just have to just say it how it is, okay? Now, for others of you, I definitely feel this right here is a conversation you're sharing with somebody where the two of you have had some maybe uncertainty and hurt feelings towards each other for quite some time, maybe haven't even spoke in quite some time with the death card here. And it's like you guys come together in conversation this week, and it's very divinely orchestrated, and it's equal, it's mutual, whatever you're talking about, whatever you're sharing. And you guys are being very real and honest and true with each other. This could be a friend, a family member, a coworker, an ex-romance. This is a general reading. But with the Tower here, Leo, whatever is expressed, I do feel there's an element of shock to some degree in whether what it is you have to present to another person that you've been holding back in the preservation of their feelings, or realizing that this person that you've been disconnected from, like, it's been equal. You guys feel the sadness equally regardless of who is at fault, and a lot of uncertainty and fear in each one of you, okay? But also this desire of, like, I want to bury the hatchet, even if we can't ever be close again, whatever. Like, I don't want this energy to exist. And it's like a divine orchestration for you guys to come back together and actually have a conversation, all right? Very unexpected for both of you as well, okay? So let's pull some more cards, Leo. Okay, so we have, yeah, ooh, look at that, the truth. Okay, like that's pretty much what we've picked up on through this whole reading, right? You having to express yourself and say things that you don't want to, like you've been trying to hold back at the sake of preserving somebody's feelings, or you and another individual who have been on the outs coming back together and speaking your truths, like real raw with each other. And now look at this going forward. So Leo, whatever this conversation is that's taking place, it's happening honest to God so that you can move forward in a better frame of mind and emotion. It's like, I don't know, Leo, this is a very interesting reading. All I can tell you is it's all about a conversation this week, and I really feel it's mostly like you guys have been holding something back from somebody, not malicious intent whatsoever, but more as in the preservation of their emotion. And the truth is just too strong and you can't hold it back anymore. So you express it, and that's very freeing and liberating for you, Leo. And that like allows you to move forward, okay? And then that lesser message of you and another person like reconnecting and talking and really being honest and true with each other 100%, which in essence is very healing to both of you, whether you reconnect the relationship or you just have this conversation. It allows you both to move forward and move on, okay? So all about conversations this week, Leo. The truth coming out, something ending because of it. And just now that all the cards are out, Leo, what I feel is ending is heaviness and obstruction within you by holding these truths back or being in this wonderment about this disconnected relationship. And it's like the energy is resolved and it's a weight lifted off of you. It's like that heaviness, that's what's fading, that's what's falling out of your life. Or Leo, there could be somebody in your life that you just don't want around anymore, and you have to be true and straight with them. And this is the week that you're going to do it, because it is really time for you to move forward, okay? So those are your messages, Leo. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.